delicious.
I put bitters in that. I should have put bitters in that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor rainbow between it's your boy Trey Proper.
Your boy Big Herb.
And it's Mr. Petty.
And I'm the Renaissance Jock. I'm Rick Stroh.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us here once again on Blerds and Whiskey Live on Facebook as well as YouTube. That hit me after the fact.
Careful, my dude. Careful.
Guys, come on, man.
I don't know what happened. Anyway. As always, we got a great show lined up for you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the like button. It costs you nothing to do so. So
I love the TikTok. I love the TikTok sensation added to your name. It makes me laugh every time I see it.
Oh my God. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. I don't even notice the number of fans that I have at this point. I'm trying to express this level of humility. I want you all to be as calm as I am.
Cap.
Right. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. How many you got, Trey? How many you got, Trey?
I don't know. I don't even count. I don't even keep count.
You're a fucking liar.
I mean, you tell me. Because I don't watch the levels at all. You guys tell me.
We don't watch your levels, so we don't know the answer either. So I don't know what you were going with that.
I would probably cross my 50,000 threshold if you guys watched. So yeah. Anyway, let's go around the table. Let's go around the horn and tell them what you're drinking this week. Start off with you, Big Herb.
I'm going off with Ciroc Summer Citrus with raspberry lemonade. Not bad.
Okay. That's
for me, I have some leftover Crown Royal. No special flavor, just Crown Royal. So I mixed that with some Coke, and here we are.
All right. Maestro, Rick Stroh.
Same thing I've been drinking for a week. Vodka and seltzer. Because I'm not trying to lose my gains. Look at it.
Because we are in this thing. We are in this thing, bro.
Yo,
I didn't put that in my comments. Scrap my bad.
They were listen, my biceps were underaged a couple weeks ago. Now we can have a beer. You understand? We can have a beer.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Lost myself there for a second.
All right.
Roid rage.
I am.
Listen. No, that's not a thing. Roid rage is not a real thing. You can't rage off from having roids. They're very safe. They will only skip. I'm sorry.
Says the angry man.
Let's get back on subject.
All right, and I'll go next. I'm trying to finish off this last little bit of Terramana that I got here, if it'll show up. I've actually been thoroughly enjoying this as of latest. Go get you some Terramana tequila. I'm doing that, and of course, my favorite, the peach nectarine Red Bull. So yeah.
No, see, you gotta double rock it. You gotta get Terramana and mix it with the Zoa energy drink that he has.
Oh yeah. That I haven't tried that yet. But yeah, so far it's been a very tasty beverage.
Well, I'll say if knowing The Rock, he probably takes shots while jumping out a window.
Honestly, knowing The Rock, if you drink Terramana and mix it with the Zoa, you probably end up looking like his daughter. Boom. Bring it full circle.
Already with the daughter shots. Okay. Big Herb. Once you get yourself together, let's go ahead and get into the church announcements.
Oh, wow. All righty. So starting off with a frustrating, angry situation that happened last Sunday with Dante Wright in Minnesota. If you caught Herb's Blurs, you basically caught my reaction to everything as far as how it is. It fucks me up, guys. Y'all gotta take this. I literally can't talk about this anymore. I can't talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
I literally can't. I can't talk about it anymore. I'm fucked.
I got you. We've said everything we can say about these situations. Yeah. They happen so often. It's not even. It's. What else can we say? Except for we're angry. We're upset, we're black, and we're sick of this shit. It makes no sense. There's a definite weight difference, and like we've seen it. And I'm not going to go off and have my rage moment again. Anything you want to add, Maestro, Cam? Okay. We're pissed. We're not happy. We are frustrated. We are sick of this. Point blank and simple. Everybody within the sound of my voice is sick of this shit, and we need to have things change. And until things start to change, it's going to be a situation where people raise up and not in the way that they want. It's that simple. Let's move on to the next thing.
Moving on. A joyous situation that we could look forward to, I think, will be in July when BlurCon 2021 comes. It's on July 16th through the 18th. Last time I checked, the tickets were going for like $60 for the whole entire weekend. If you guys seen me and Trey Proper a couple years ago in 2019 when they had it, we had a ball. They had the rave. I don't know how they're going to set it up with the new COVID restrictions and everything now. I want to go. I already got my first vaccine hit, so I'm waiting for the next one. Hopefully, if I could go into this one. What y'all thoughts on it?
I am extremely excited. I got my second shot, so I'm good to go. I'm just looking forward to raves again. I have so much fun at raves, and if you want to see Trey dance, bring your ass.
But if we don't, then
it was
no. But real talk, it was actually fun to go to a con and have, like, of all things, soca music playing, a bunch of black nerds cosplaying and dancing to soca music. I was like, this is what I did not know I needed this in my life until I actually have this now in my life.
Listen, you guys go and you have all the fun in the world. I can't go for reasons that we discussed in our pre-show meeting. Yeah. But you guys go have all the fun, and no, I won't be envious or jealous of you guys getting to go to cons and have fun.
Sorry. If you're not familiar with what a rave is, just imagine it's an open party.
Swag surf.
That's what I was getting into. That's just imagine you have the Mario.
So you just got cosplay girls swag surfing.
Yes, you have Sailor Moon. You have the Mario Brothers. You got Goku. All of them.
Oh no, the Mario Brothers. The Mario Brothers.
Yeah. All arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder, and we black, so we put on deodorant. So it get hot, but it don't get too funky up in there. And swag surfing and cosplay. Greatest.
Shots fired to Otakon.
Oh wow!
Otakon, Katsukon,
or do you Otakon, or is it Odorcon?
Shots fired.
They got that oh dear.
Yes, you're hearing it here first. The Blerds and Whiskey boys will be in the house. Unfortunately, Rick Strong won't be able to be there, but you can always catch him on OnlyFans. So anyway.
It's a different type of swinging going on there.
Hey. What time is it? What time is
it? It's Fast 5 time.
Yes.
Fast 9 time. Yeah, so the new trailer dropped for Fast 9.
Wait, what time is it? We had 8 minutes. Yes. Fuck this movie.
Yes. And Han just shows up out of nowhere and just start capping people off. Yes.
Yo, and I learned something new. I thought they were ending at 10, but there's gonna be an 11. Yes. Fast forever. Yes. Fast forever.
They're going into space.
Yo, they're finally going to be the Power Rangers we always thought they were.
They even gave us a glimpse of their Megazord. I'm here for this. I need this. I needs it.
The Megazord's called Family.
Hey, Robert, what's your thoughts on this movie? Come on, tell us how you feel.
You know how you know exactly how. I mean, y'all want me to curse people out about this thing? Anyway, yeah.
So are you gonna see it? Are you gonna see it with us when we go?
I kind of don't have a choice because you're probably going to kidnap me at that point. You're going to pull up to me while I'm on my route and snatch me out of the truck.
You're going to go Clockwork Orange on them eyes and just make you watch this.
No, straight Pain and Gain style. You're going to get kidnapped in broad daylight by a big ninja and a big green bug.
Fighting my life.
By the end of this movie, he will say,
Family. While drinking a Corona, because apparently that's what they're sponsored by.
That's the only beer in that universe. God damn it.
All right, so this Friday will be
that's probably the only consistent thing in that whole franchise.
No, but
there's no consistent death. I'm waiting for Gal
there's not a
swing in on her magic lasso.
Bro, she's gonna swing in on a lightning bolt. I was watching Fast 7 the other day, And I realized how screwed the timeline is. Like in Fast 5, that's where they were in Brazil, and that's where Vin Diesel meets the chick. I mean, the Brazilian chick that he gets with at the end of the movie. Then in Fast 6, The Rock shows up talking about Letty's still alive, and then they go, which is presumably a couple weeks later. Then in Fast 7, she's been working with The Rock for like a year, but then in Fast 8, she's randomly pregnant. So is this taking place like years apart or weeks apart? We don't know. We don't know. And then from the looks of things, in Fast 9, the baby's like 5 years old now. How the fuck did that happen?
Time jump.
I think
we got pin particles.
I think the baby is half the Rock, because when they fell, Rock turned his body and then like half embraced himself, so he embraced the impact. But he probably like he's the Rock. He can impregnate a woman with pants on.
I was about to say, so that explosion just blew some of his semen into her body. Got it. It makes sense.
Oh my God.
Like the Fast universe exists on Urath, not Earth. Urath. Fast universe. The rules are different.
Yo.
Wow. Audible question. As far as the Fast universe, what do you think, as far as the Fast MC, well, not MC, the Fast cinematic universe, what do you think was the craziest? What was, no, that was a damn Freudian slip.
You know it.
No, it's just not going to happen. Let me finish. What do you think was the craziest stunt? What do you think out of all the movies was the craziest stunt that ever happened in the movies?
When Thanos snapped his fingers and everybody disappeared.
I will stab you.
Hold on,
they are not coming into the MCU.
Hold on,
because when Iron Man snapped his fingers, that's how Han came back.
Yeah. Hold on, and then Rita actually sent us the article. I don't know how real it is, but they talking about that the director possibly can say that they can intertwine with Jurassic Park.
I mean, why not? Why not? To me, the most outrageous thing I've seen so far is the fact that I think it was Fast 7 or 8. It's the one where Jason Statham the building was collapsing and Vin Diesel,
7.
I think, 7. Yeah. Vin Diesel was like running with the collapse on a collapsing building and then jumped into a helicopter.
Hold on, Cam. I'm sorry, because I just watched it. It's fresh in my mind. He wasn't running. He was outrunning a collapsing building in a Charger. Then he randomly ramps the Charger up in the air, hangs a grenade belt onto the side of a helicopter. The Rock, who had a Gatling gun, runs out of bullets in a Gatling gun, pulls out his giant-ass revolver, is the best marksman in the world, and hits the pin on one of these grenades and blows the whole shit up. But hold on, it gets better, because before that whole sequence started, one of the other like a car or something had crashed into that parking lot where Jason Statham and Vin Diesel will fight. There's a crack that pops up in the ground in between Jason Statham's legs. Vin Diesel looks him in the face and goes, "You know the bad part about street fights? The streets always win." Steps on the ground, and then Jason Statham is enveloped in a hole that comes from him stomping on the ground. That whole sequence. But even still, there's a more ridiculous stunt in the Fast universe. Never forget that in Hobbs and Shaw, The Rock held a helicopter while holding on to a truck and a chain and pulled the helicopter down.
And he's not even a super soldier.
How do you know? How do you know?
Look at his face.
Yo.
For all we know, Hobbs could be weapon 13.
Yo, you don't know about Hobbs as a flag smasher.
Shut your mouth.
No, Dom and Letty, no crack ribs after just charging across the bridge at each other at full speed, and nothing happens.
Yo, it's the power of love.
No. Fab mentioned one of my favorite ones was the submarine, where the missile was going under the ice, and they decided to shield Dom with like 7 sports cars as a circle, like around him. We gotta keep moving. We gonna get.
But I have a question about this.
We gotta go.
So full disclosure, I have stopped watching them because now Little Trey can watch them on his own. I don't have to go watch them with him. So in that scene, did the submarine blow up?
The submarine did blow up.
The submarine blew up. So
And
not
that's-
only did they guard him from fire, submarines have nuclear reactors in them, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So they blocked him from fucking radiation.
It's the power of family.
Family blocked them. And the family was like, no.
It's not just the power of family. It's the power of family love, guys.
Because they had to forgive Dom because they thought that he was betraying them. It turned out that he was forced into it because Blade was holding his 3-year-old hostage.
Just 2-year-old.
2-year-old?
No. At that point, he's an infant. Then at the end at the family cookout, the baby's 3. Yo, we got to please move on, because we can literally do this for the whole show. Just move on. Right,
Oh
please.
man. So this Friday, we will be having a watch party for the final episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We'll be doing it on Twitch. So be sure at 8:00 you guys tune in and watch us as we react to this show. Moving on, we want to send our condolences once again to the family members of Black Rob. He passed away the other day due to kidney failure. And we just saw how he was looking the last week when he was sending his condolences to the DMX's family. That's what I can say is just we wish our condolences, man. It's sad.
Condolences and a big whoa.
Yeah.
And a F you to P. Diddy.
Like, man, when you gonna start paying your artists? Stop talking about capitalism and worry about you paying your artists.
Yeah.
Masters, I'm your master. Anyway.
Pretty much. OTTV. Go and check out the homie on Roku, and you can go ahead and check out the crew of Blerds and Whiskey on Roku TV everywhere. And
real quick, gotta address something.
Go ahead.
Horace, it wasn't a stone bench, it was a stone bed that he started curling with. You don't do that? Do you even lift, bro? I do it all the time. That's not commonplace. That's not typical. To just rip a stone bed out the wall and then start curling it. All right, I guess
beat you like a Cherokee drum.
No.
Dear God.
Also Hers Blurbs coming this week, and thanks to the homie Cam put me on. Hey, I'm gonna start creating a new one every Thursday. Herb Remembers. You'll be sure to go ahead. It's kind of like a throwback show of the week. Every Thursday I'll be putting out a movie or a TV show, and we could just react on it. So that concludes church announcements.
All right. So as we've been doing consistently for the last couple of weeks, we want to feature a content creator of note, a cosplayer to be exact. This week we are going with Darcel1. He's Darcel on Instagram as well as TikTok. Another what they say, BHM, big handsome man like myself and my brothers here, who's out here doing the cosplay. Despite our size, we still want to get out there and show that we're capable of doing anything. His most notable ones, my favorite ones out of his list, are he did Fat Thor from Endgame. He's done he's done a big vision, and his vision is all his cosplays are homemade. He does his own stuff. So shout out to him. Make sure you go to his page. What's up?
Yo, can he do Mr. Popo?
No.
Who is they who says BHM? Because this is my first time hearing about this.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard that before.
So you know what a BBW is, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
So a big handsome man is BHM.
All right. I wouldn't know who.
I mean, you're not one, so you wouldn't be familiar. It's cool. I learned it recently myself. So
okay.
change the
right, cool. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I really want to see him do Mr. Popo.
Dude, go like the man's content. I actually found on the one that's playing right now, he actually was showing basically people making fun of people who are of a bigger size, who are cosplaying, which is another thing we want to combat. You don't want to degrade people. You don't want to make people feel bad what they're doing. And on honesty, you shouldn't feel bad for what you're doing. You should just love what you're doing and have fun with it. If you're big, you're big. It is what it is. And
man, listen, he's doing a hell of a job. He looked way better than some of those physically fit cosplayers that's just out here just doing any goddamn thing.
Or just buying stuff. Not that it's wrong, but he's he's making it. Like he's not even just buying a suit off Amazon. So
No.
shout out to him. Go follow that man, like his content, help everybody grow so we can all do more. But that is our cosplayer of the week. And that takes us right into topic 1. So
speaking of cosplayers of the week.
Good one.
No. on this week's episode of Captain White Privilege. I'm sorry, Trey. I know it's your topic, but I
it's cool. It's cool. No, it's all our topic. We can all speak about this. Nobody owns it. But of course, we're talking about the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode. Was episode 5, 6? Are we 5?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert for everyone. 5.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Because I know some people haven't had a chance to watch it. I personally didn't watch it until late last night. But yeah, this one hits. This one hits all the buttons.
Yep. So Bucky is essentially if Let's Jump That Nigga was a person, basically, right?
All I'm saying is Bucky was right this whole time. He's all like, the very first thing he said, let's get that shield. There's protocols we should do. Now at the end of the episode, he's like, yo, let's get the shield.
So what you're saying is I was right the first time, right? Okay.
Bucky just the whole time. Bucky's like, well, shouldn't give that nigga the shield. Steve didn't give him the shield.
Look, Bucky, let's jump him. Nah, we can't do that. Sam, you old scary ass nigga. Let's just jump him.
That sounds like a cousin of ours, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway,
man. Wow.
Shots fired. Bam, bam.
Yo, shots fired, but super accurate. We should
just jump that man. Yeah, we should jump him. Yeah.
Let's jump that nigga.
Jump that nigga. Yeah. Hey, you know who you are. I love you. You don't watch my shit. I support yours, but you don't watch my shit. But I still love you. Anyway. So if you haven't watched it, we finally had a physical clash between the team of Falcon Winter Soldier and
Great Value Cap.
Great Value Cap, yes. I'm calling him U.S. agent because that's what he's going to ultimately end up becoming. So me being, I know we are not worried about comic book accuracy on this, but my only concern, I see you rolling your eyes, motherfucker. I see you. Anyway, only concern is he's taking the same serum as the other people. So I don't recall canonically if the offshoots of the serum made people necessarily go crazy or show adverse or heightened levels of aggression. I don't remember that happening outside of Duke. What was that number? He was the number 2 one. He's the only person I've seen. Or number 3. Yeah. So can you guys think of any other instances in the comics where the serum caused people to just wig out like that?
I mean, canonically, all the offshoots of it have never worked. The Red Skull was technically number 2, but he was part of the Hydra's program, not part of the Weapon Plus program. So
Wolverine went crazy. Wolverine was crazy because of the adamantium process. Wade Wilson,
but that wasn't a super soldier. That wasn't super soldier serum. That's part of the Weapon Plus, though.
But they all offshoots the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, all of it is just to make the perfect soldier or the perfect weapon.
Yeah, but they didn't have the serum. People who have had, like notable people, of course, we have the Black Captain America. We have.
Well, he didn't go crazy. He didn't go
crazy, but his platoon his platoon died because of it.
Right. Because
the people who had. Yeah, the people who actually had exposure to an offshoot that actually worked, 90% of the time, Black Cat has an offshoot of the serum. She didn't go crazy.
So depends on which formula they're doing, because technically the Infinity Serum, which is what Nick Fury took, which is why he stayed the same age throughout the 60s all the way to now, and then somehow turned black. His was like an offshoot, like a half version of it, just to extend life, not necessarily to make him a better person, but just to extend life. So that's what his was. They call it the Infinity Serum, which is like another like cheap, knockoff of. So all the serums are pretty much not, at this day and age, a knockoff of the Super Soldier Serum, which are all trying to do the same thing.
But even with the serum and going crazy and publicly executing a man, John Walker still just got, he basically got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped, and then he had to go to in terms of a Joint Chiefs committee and got a nice little slap on the wrist and went full went full Jack.
You
Nicholson
can't
character.
handle the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
He went in.
And then Isaiah Bradley, he goes and saves his men and does everything they ask. They throw his black ass in jail. John Walker, they're just like, you don't get your benefits, sir, and you've been a bad boy. Now get out of here, mister.
And then just walk out as he's telling them the punishment.
I'm about to make it worse for you. Something I just realized. Well, actually, my man's made this comment not that long ago. So basically, Isaiah Bradley disobeyed orders, went into the POW camp to rescue his friends. So a super soldier crossed enemy lines, defied orders for a rescue mission. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that saw the first Captain America movie where Steve Rogers did literally the exact
same thing. Did the exact same thing, and they're just like, "Hey, you're a great soldier. We want you to lead
completely
everybody."
exact.
You get your black ass in jail. All right. So not to lead a porch. Black ass left the porch.
So what was his name? Rick mentioned he called him Captain White Privilege. Something I alluded to in last episode where I was mentioning how John Walker is a guy who thinks that putting on a uniform is what gives him the respect and gives him the power. Then he gains power, abuses power, and now that and once his abuse of power becomes public, that's what. Because I'm pretty sure if he did it privately, they would have put it on cover reports. But now the fact that he was caught in 4K, and they did it publicly. Essentially, and he called him white privilege. He's basically a cop to me. Like, he's basically what cops do. Like, he puts on the uniform. He's a white guy, puts on the uniform, thinks that the uniform's gonna give him power. He peaked in high school. He did okay in some tests, and he's the blonde hair, blue eyed. He thinks this uniform is what gives him the power and respect, and it don't happen. And when it don't happen, he loses shit. He kills someone, gets caught in it, and instead of going to jail or getting any type of sentence, he gets a slap on the wrist. The only difference is the fact that he actually got fired. That's the only difference between him and any other cop that we've seen that gets caught killing people live on 4K. Yeah. Also, that trial was faster than most trials. There's also that too. I'm just saying that was me and my take on it. And Isaiah Bradley's like, oh man, I feel bad for Falcon because he had to figure out, like, damn, am I gonna be a sellout or can I do the best I can do? Like, that was internally struggling for me because he's like, no self-respecting black man would put on that uniform or that shield. That's crazy. Who would do that?
Then you get into the Peter Parker dilemma. With great power comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he has a responsibility to fulfill it. If he doesn't take it over, then they'll do what they did and they hand it off to who they think should deserve it. Bucky's not going to do it. We know Bucky's not going to be Captain America, at least in this series.
Because murder.
I didn't say. I agree with you. I agree.
But I have a question for you guys though. With the big new character reveal with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, aka Val. I did some research finally, and I saw that
La Contessa Valentina de Fontaine.
We're not having another Herb's words on here. I'm calling her Val. Her mama called her Val. I'm gonna call her Val. I saw that she was actually Madam Hydra at one point. Just something that's creeping up in my head. We did happen to see in the comics that there was another Captain America that came out and said, "Hell, Hydra. What if Madam Hydra picks him up and then he becomes part of Hydra?"
Trey, go ahead, because you look like Trey, you about to
go.
Go. You got it.
No. So that was Steve Rogers. So canonically speaking, Red Skull got his hands on the Cosmic Cube, not the Tesseract, totally different things. He got his hands on the Cosmic Cube and he changed the history to make Captain America a sleeper agent for Hydra throughout his entire history. So when he activated him, he says, "Hail Hydra." That's in the comics. That's not what's going to happen. That's not happening.
What if?
And then also her when she was Madam Hydra, she was actually a triple agent. She was actually working for Leviathan. I think that she's working with Thunderbolt Ross to form the Thunderbolts. That's just me, because she did pull the kind of Nick Fury. Well.
These boots ain't for walking.
so that's kind of with the angle. I think they just pick out these obscure Shield agents to do shit like that. You know what I mean? Because with the streak in her hair, she kind of looks like Victoria Hands, but Victoria Hand has already showed up on Agents of Shield and then was ceremoniously executed. But that's not canon no more. So I don't know. Who knows?
And then she gave a blank card.
And it's also Julia Louis Dreyfus, not Lewis. It's Louis.
Louis.
She Elaine. She gonna be forever be Elaine. That's who she is.
No.
Okay.
Yo, what is
dancing at the party?
Real quick, I'm sorry. What did she showed up talking about? She was just like, John Walker, I don't know if I want to use a sponge or not. Are you sponge worthy? That's a Seinfeld joke. That's a deep cut Seinfeld joke. Wow.
Oh man.
Oh, but
he had the big salad.
Okay. So favorite parts of the show. What was your favorite part?
That ass whooping he caught in the very beginning.
Yo, that little pro wrestling their version of 3D.
Yo.
No.
A spine breaker into a drop kick. I want to implement that. I want WWE 2K 2022. I need that moveset. I need that.
With the shield as the
yes.
Vibranium.
Stars and stripes.
So, real quick, my dad is in the comments. I knew he would catch that Seinfeld joke. But I'm gonna say this. My favorite part of the show was actually the post-credit scene. Watching John Walker weld his little cosplay shield. I'm just sitting there thinking about it. I'm just like, I hope he tries to block gunfire with this. I pray to God that he does. Like, I need everything in me. I just need him to be like, ha-ha, oh shit. as he just catches automatic weapons fire or tries to block a punch from Carly and it just goes right through it and he ends up like his boy Lamar and shit. I need that.
So do you think that he's going to end up being he's going to be in the U.S. agent, or you think he's just going to make another Cap knockoff suit?
He's already U.S.
Cap
agent.
knockoff. He's great value Cap.
It depends on if Valentina is working for the government. If she's government official, then yeah, he'll be U.S. agent. If he's just by himself, he'd probably be like the Cap or something.
But here's my favorite part. My favorite part: Bucky looking at Sam and saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your sister." Because he had that look in his eye. Like he wants some chocolate.
I don't know. Hold on. There's a couple of things I picked up on that scene. One, Bucky pretty much like helping him, but he was just demonstrating like, yeah, I can do this with one arm. Just letting you know what I can do with this one arm in case you try to say something about me talking to your sister. The other look that Bucky gave her, because y'all forget Bucky's pretty much essentially was frozen between like 1940 up until 2012 or something. So he
woke up in 91 and 92 or 93 and then put back to sleep.
All that whole time he kept getting frozen and then thawed out and then brainwashed, and so he hasn't been Bucky or James Buchanan Barnes since like 1940 something. So he's probably looking at her like, yeah, I like to integrate into her. Like,
yo, but hold on. Did y'all notice that when Bucky woke up on the couch? Bucky woke up on the couch and did the opposite of Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy. Like Snoop Dogg woke up and was like, "Good morning, scrub," and all that. Bucky woke up like, "Look at my stepsons over there playing with the shoes."
Everybody say stepdaddy.
I just looked. I was like, yo, like I know Sam's feelings, right? Because I got 3 sisters, and I've had to. You're not going to talk to my sister. It's not going to happen.
What is Sam going to do? Can't whip his ass. What can he do?
No, don't flirt with my sister. Stop me.
Like when he came over there and said, like, yeah, the whole entire town's gonna come. None of you motherfuckers want to smoke.
No, okay? Bucky's about to show her his white wolf.
I mean, you would think that he spent the most time around black women. Like, realistically, he was around black women. He was
yeah, you're right. He was in Wakanda. Him and Dora Milaje had that look. She's like, you may not want to come back to Wakanda for a while. Copy.
Yo, what we didn't see when he came out of that hut in Black Panther was Io was in his hut butt naked. It's like, man, is this how they get down in America?
Yo, get out of here.
He ate the booty like groceries, guys.
Stop it.
Christ.
Stop it. Okay. All right. Okay.
So,
all right.
all right.
Clip of the week.
I'm gonna go ahead and say my favorite part though is the Falcon training montage. A couple of things. One, when he was running all the way, if you notice, he was running on the right, so that because he's so used to that, because he'd almost looking like on your left. He's waiting for someone to say on your left.
Wait.
Was I the only one that noticed during the? I don't know. This is going in my head when he was Captain America training with the rubber things around the tree, which I don't understand physics. Because that decapitated someone. I don't know. That's just me. But the song Captain America isn't black. Captain America isn't black. Falcon like, he gonna be black today. He gonna be black today.
Shout out Cocoa Puffs. Shout out to her, one of our cosplayers.
He gonna be black today.
Yo, she dropped a new song and that shit is happening. Yeah, go ahead.
I just need for every black person to understand that our super soldier serum is oppression, yo. With the right training, once we overcome that shit, we can do anything. That's just our real.
Trying to figure out when did Sam Wilson learn to do butterfly kicks and 360 corkscrews?
Yo, they did that. Editing, they could have done better on the editing of that because you could see his stunt double. You can see his face.
Every time you flip, you're like, Cornell, that's your black ass Cornell. That ain't no damn Sam.
Look, the worst part is the fact that if you know some friends in the stunt community, he's like, oh. Damien.
You gotta call Gary.
Gary.
Oh, you know what Gary was doing some flips on Instagram the other day. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I'm looking at it like, Gary, if you don't get your big ass off the camera, man.
I'm gonna get my screen time today.
Real quick though, I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but I believe we have a confirmation so far, and that confirmation is Captain America's dead. Steve Rogers has passed on, because between the conversation between Bucky and Sam was Steve's gone. He's gone. And they didn't allude with, you don't have those type of conversations. You don't have to go into full detail. Most people would go into full detail, but when you have those type of conversations, Steve's not here anymore. Steve's gone. Is what he said.
Steve's on the moon.
Steve ain't on the moon. I think Steve's on the moon. I think Steve.
I know, I'm just fucking with y'all. I don't think he's on the moon.
Steve waiting for Vin Diesel's character Dom to show up so they can fight Red Skull in space.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait. How you think Bucky got that arm? You think he just got free Wakanda tech? He earned that shit by whipping out the heart-shaped herb.
Yeah.
Horace. Shut up. Moving on. I changed the subject for a reason.
Comment on it.
But shout out to Horace, because that's fucking hilarious. God damn it. Stop derailing me. So y'all think Cap's still alive? You think we're gonna get another dose of super soldier serum?
He's gone.
I think he's on the sword. I honestly think he's on the sword. I think he's on the sword base. I think he's at the peak.
I think he's just retired. Like, he's just chilling. Like, him and Peggy. I don't know. Maybe Peggy passed on this timeline too. But
yeah.
But he lived his life with Peggy. Whole time, like, Kennedy got assassinated? Crazy.
That is nuts. Wow.
I think we should invest in Apple. I think we should invest in Apple. Nah, we good.
He's like, Martin Luther King was shot. Crazy.
Good grief, these guys. I never know.
I'm thinking about going up to New York on, what is it, the 11th?
I'm gonna stay home.
The memes that came out after Endgame, it's just like John F. Kennedy was shot. Would anyone like any salad?
Hey, do you want to see a new movie, Star Wars? Sure.
But yeah, any final thoughts on this episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I hate the fact that they're doing this whole entire Pulp Fiction with the briefcase thing. Just what the hell?
It's building suspense.
I know it is.
Diehards know what it is.
I
know,
but it's just, I'm like, damn it.
It could be worse. Okay. It could be worse. They could have teased a whole bunch of shit, and then at the end of every episode will go, please stand by.
Yeah.
Please stand by.
So what do you think is the case, Mephisto?
Yeah, shut up. Shut your mouth.
just to spite you, I hope he is in the damn case. But yeah, my favorite part was, of course, the battle at the beginning. I love to see an epic fight. I love to see an epic throw down, beat 'em up scene. I love that shit. Like, it's awesome.
Also, awesome. I like to see racists get their arms broken. So I enjoyed that.
Yes.
And then the fact that he still lied to his parents is like, he killed him, so I killed him. No, motherfucker, you didn't kill. No.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we were going by the program. Because I thought we were going to embrace the fact that maybe he had super soldier serum and he got his ass whooped. Maybe if he invested, I don't know, FNX Fit, maybe then he would be able to withstand the beating he took, or actually stand his own against Falcon and Winter Soldier. Maybe you should go on blerdsandwhiskey.com and go on the partners page and look up FNX Blerds 1-3 and get the 15% off of FNX Fit, because that's what the program on our whole breakdown said, because you're going to do the FNX Fit ad, but now I am. That's cool though. We can battle this later. Speaking of battle, let's go ahead and do our character of the week. Your alley-oop. Yes! Your alley-oop suck.
Y'all don't understand. We beat the shit out of Jason Todd weekly on this program.
But yeah, let's go ahead and go into our character of the week, because it's going to go to the next topic. So speaking of battling, let's go ahead and battle.
Thank you, because everybody loves a battle.
Character of the week. So today's character of the week. Oh man, when we got the okay to do this, but I was like, man, these were like my childhood. Yeah, I grew up with these things. I loved them as a kid.
Oh, y'all cheese. Wrong one. Wrong one.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
No, it's not. The other battle beast.
Oh, okay. Y'all meant Invincible Battle Beast. Okay, sorry. Invincible's Battle Beast. Alright, let's go to that one. If It Smells Like Bitch in Here was a person, it would be Battle Beast. Battle Beast, real name Thok. He is leonine. That's pretty much an alien race of cats or beast. He is cut above the rest. Basically, he loves to live for the battle. He loves the thrill of combat. That's pretty much what he strives off of. He loves to find more capable opponents. He's pretty much been battle tested and battle honed since birth. Mastered several forms of martial arts, several forms of weaponry. He has, obviously, with cat-like abilities, he has enhanced strength, durability, razor-sharp claws, razor-sharp teeth, sense of smell, heightened. Everything is heightened because he basically is an alien cat. Now, due to the way how he his combat prowess, basically he's ushered his whole planet into an age of peace, because basically nobody wants to touch that world. No one wants to conquer that world. So he became somewhat of a mythical being that rings terror throughout the hearts of anyone who seeks combat. He goes around seeking a true opponent. He ends up on Earth because there's several superpowered beings that Machine Head, local gangster on Earth, decided to enlist the help of Battle Beast as his bodyguard. Now, I'm going to take a second to pause real quick, because what I'm about to say is spoiler alert for anyone who is not up to date on the comic book Invincible, who's watching the show Invincible. Time's up. The true competition he was promised was the Guardians of the Globe, which at the time were decimated by Omni-Man, who was also very powerful, but he was nowhere to be found at the time, so he only dealt with the new Guardians of the Globe, which were mostly kids from the team, and a couple of newer ones, and he also had Invincible. He made quick work of most of the heroes. He felt like killing them was to do a disservice, so he showed mercy and just literally just left, because it was like, there's no competition. I'm out of here. Peace. Until y'all find me some real fight, I'm out. He later became part of the coalition of the galaxy, or coalition of the planets, or whatever, basically like to defend against the Viltrumite empire, or the war that was coming on. He did find a true worthy opponent, Thag, the leader of the Viltrumites. Viltrumite King had a cut on his stomach from a previous battle, a big gash on his stomach. So to even the odds, Battle Beast decided to slice his stomach too, so that they'll have similar wounds and they're on even playing field, so that this conquest or this battle of combat wills would be even, because comics. So at the end, he did meet his demise. He did find a worthy opponent and an honorable death that he's been seeking for years, for centuries, who knows how long. The Viltrumite King wore Battle Beast, skinned him alive, and wore him as a coat or cape or whatever. But that's pretty badass. So, shout out to you, the MGM Grand Warrior himself, Battle Beast. Back to you guys.
I just got to say one thing.
Right.
Yes, that was a DMV beatdown. Yes.
Minus the Nike boots.
Yo, if you think that was Battle Beast is the equivalent of a nigga on PCP. He wrecks shit and ain't nobody gonna stop him except for, spoilers.
Like I said, it smells like bitch in here.
Yo,
He really is. That's so
the
accurate.
entire comic, he is wrecking shit every single chance he gets. When he pops up in the comic book, it's done for whoever he fight. It's done.
He come on there like, yeah, you want some too? No.
There's so much I left out for y'all, sort of for viewing pleasure, and I hope I know the cartoon's going to do it well. So shout out to that one.
Just watch it. Just please watch. Yes, I'm just please, if you can't get Amazon, if you order from, I know you order from Amazon Prime because I got to deliver their packages from time to time, and but that's what I was going. Just watch the show so we can support the show, so they can keep going into the end of the series. That's all I'm asking of you people out there.
So the show we're referring to is Invincible. Did y'all catch this week's episode?
Did I?
I did. I'm tired of Invincible being a whiny little bitch. I really am.
Look, 80% of a protagonist has to be whiny. I'm sorry. They have to whine, otherwise you won't feel sorry. They have to have some sort of sympathy or sympathetic nature to them that makes them like, oh, but I just thought, like, yo, just let her know who you are. I don't know. Proper poll.
Yeah,
proper poll.
Go ahead.
All right. If you happen to be in a world of superheroes and you came across with some superhero powers, would you have a secret identity, or would you let the world be known? Would you be the Tony Stark saying, "Hey, I'm Iron Man," or would you?
Who you want to go
hide it?
first?
I was going to say, yeah. You pick who gets to go first, because Livia.
I pick her.
Nah, I wouldn't. And the only reason why is because if I'm supposed to be doing all this good, the last thing I want is somebody to come after my wife and kid and try to just, that's my weakness. Because I'm sorry. I'll tell y'all, but that's about it. I just, nah.
Comments on the comment section right now.
Mr. Closing will come.
Off camera guy. Next week we need to get the phone lines back on because we have to have a conversation with him.
This thing is
live on the air.
So for those who aren't familiar, what he said in the side comments is, side note, Winter Comes to Wakanda is a good porn series name. I'm copyrighting that one.
You better hurry up because I might copyright
I'm about to say,
that.
I'm stealing it. Hey, I'm about to Ray Kroc your whole business. Man. I'm about to steal the shit out of that.
You know what? They did. Okay. I'm
He over here like he used a vibrating hand to get a good grip on it. Just
yo, I'm trying to.
A vibranium hand that vibrate. Oh,
no, it's
okay.
It turned like it can shape shift and turn into a penis head. Yo.
Stop it!
Like Edward Scissorhands, but only with like.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry I stopped the show for that.
He's got hydraulic
Or
his finger.
You're a real one for that one. You're a real one for that one. You better hurry up and copyright there because I might buy that copyright just because.
All right, Trey.
Invincible.
So Trey, would you let your secret identity be known?
Hell yeah! Do you know what I'm doing? I am flipping buildings on TikTok. I'm doing it. And the powers.
I thought you were supposed to be humble with it. How many subscribers you got? How many followers you got?
If I have superpowers, first off, you know me personally. Do I seem like the type of dude who's not going to tell every motherfucker that I walk past, I got superpowers?
Stop. Real talk. You mean to tell me, as a 35-year-old man, if you have superpowers, the first thing you're going to think about is TikTok?
Yes.
What is wrong with
money
you?
off of it.
Jesus Christ, man! Like, you pay taxes. What's wrong with you, man?
What do you think I'm going to do?
Off
That's so
in the
I can make
background.
more money. I'm joining Creator Fund. I'm doing everything. I'm making money off of it. I'm doing if I have a unique power, if I'm the only person, like hypothetically speaking,
He's got superpowers doing dances.
Go ahead and go out into space and say,
do you
"Hey,
need to
yo,
do dances when you got super strength, motherfucker?" If I have super strength, I'm doing feats of strength. Oh my God! I hate all of it. I hate all of it.
You see Trey on TikTok with superpowers, bitch. Corvette, hopping the motherfucking jet like that. They be like, "Cass, you walk like that? How you talk like that? How you walk like that?"
I like how you don't know anything. You don't like TikTok, but you know how to do dance.
Yeah.
No, screw all that. Try to go TikTok superhero.
It's okay.
With great powers comes huge views.
Yes. Tamika said Trey gonna be the TikTok hero for hire. You damn right.
Yo.
I'm wearing a GoPro on my shoulder so you can watch me say shit. That's what I'm doing.
Why are your priorities so screwed up?
No.
Okay. All right.
Why are we like this? Why are we?
All right.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Petty, what would you do with your superpowers? This is the first thing that comes to your mind.
Go after cop killers.
Hey, yo,
I will be Captain ACAB. Like I will go around like, oh, I'm on a film, and you did that to him, and he was unarmed. I'll be right back. What do you think I'm gonna do?
Fair enough. That's very noble of you. So, assuming that I'm not the only superhero in the world who has that perspective, I feel like I could get away with doing some dances on goddamn TikTok and make some money. So
He gonna try to moonwalk in the
but at least you know, if it happens in our universe, I got your back. You already know it.
So,
I guess it's my go.
yeah.
So essentially, depending on my power set, I would be Injustice Superman.
Yeah, y'all realize we'd have to fight him, right?
Nah.
Yeah, like literally. Listen,
See, it's not a situation where Magneto is right with him. That's not it. It's not altruistic, and I'm trying to save the world. It's literally what I say. It's my universe. You just live in it. That is the embodiment of that shit over there. So we would have to fight him.
I guarantee he would have no more protests or Black Lives Matter protests because cops will be in line.
He got him.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no Magneto's gonna be right. I'd be like,
Cam.
I would be like, oh, you thought it was a taser. Guess what I thought this was.
Cam, listen. She would be on TV. She would say she thought it was a taser. Now, when I bring her in front of television cameras that broadcast out to the whole world, and I take her skeleton out the top of her head and hold her skin and her skeleton on either side, everybody will fall in line. Iron fist. I will rule the world with an iron fist.
Red Bull burns my nostrils.
Shut up. I was trying to. God damn it. Why are we like this? Yeah.
We have to. If he gets superpowers, we have to be on the same level of power as him.
Look at the comments.
We have to
look at the comment.
All those destruction property bills would be coming your way so quick. No, I'm smarter than that.
No, you're not. You first thought about being on TikTok. Superpowers.
Okay. All right. And you want to be the Punisher? That's fine. I'm talking. So the power scheme that I want to be a Viltrumite, like off Invincible. I want to be one of them because you got the super strength. What?
Alicia Placido. Yes. You're on the right path.
Yeah, he
definitely
would.
On the
Fatalities on TV.
Ain't no poach, Ray. I'm good. I'm still gonna be making my money.
Hey, Dad, Father, relax. Relax. All right.
Hey, it's all hypothetical. Huh?
Right.
It's all hypothetical.
It's
but you and me
hypothetical.
both know that if your son had superpowers, we would have to take him down. It's that simple. Like if being disagreeable with him, you've been disagreeable with him. It's not fun. Then that fucker has the ability to see through people and shoot heat vision.
Knowing Trey, he would have to fight Rick on TikTok.
Yes. And you know what? And you know what? Your bitch ass would pay for it. You would pay for it to see that fight.
Are we doing an actual clip or we doing live?
Jesus Christ.
We going live.
No, stop.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yo.
At the same time, I'm family, so I'm good. I'm just saying.
So as a if you were a Viltrumite though, the only issue would be is you would have like the Freddie Mercury mustache because you couldn't grow a beard. They don't grow beards. They don't grow beards in Viltrumite though.
That's fine because I would be doing Mortal Kombat fatalities while singing Queen songs.
We
And still not, I will not let you go.
I can see right now.
And another one down. And another one down. And another one bites us.
Yo, as I'm plucking people's skulls off, and another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey.
Oh Jesus. Oh God. But yeah, they do. No. I think the older they get beards. They just because when his dad went into the alternate universe in episode 3, he grew a beard. So it just takes a little bit of time for him to grow it. But sometimes you have a struggle.
Would you say that's the beard struggle universe?
Yes, I would actually say that would be the beard struggle
Jason
universe.
Todd. Take that, Jason Todd.
Get it in there. Promo.
Take it away. So that did Phoenix Fit. You can take that one.
If you are reach Viltrumite levels of follicle strength, go ahead and hit us up on blerdsandwhiskey.com and pick up some of that beard struggle. You want to be able to have these follicles feeling nice and soft and silky and glistening with their Freya's Bliss. Go ahead, hit them up. They're on our partners page. Use the promo code Blerds1. You get 15% off. Save you a little bit of money. We're trying to help you guys out so you can get like me and get like Big Herb and get like Rick and get like Cam. So yeah, go ahead and hit them up. They got more than Freya's Bliss. That's just my favorite. So I haven't looked at the other ones. That's one I got the most reviews off of. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So hit them up. Use the Blerds1 promo code for the beard struggle. And yeah, then we can all fight this struggle together.
Real quick. Chuck Clark II. Yeah, how did that work out for Morty? That ability to quick save. How did that work out?
Shit.
It didn't work out too well.
No, because he didn't actually have the power to quick save. Rick was just taking him to different dimensions and taking over other Morty's lives.
I love Rick so much. He's just the greatest character in the history of everything.
Yeah, because
okay.
You're fucking asshole, Rick.
That's scary. That's scary.
It is because you're not supposed to like Rick, but I love him so much.
That's like saying Rorschach is your favorite on Watchmen.
Man, listen, that's another conversation for another day. But speaking of characters that you shouldn't like, but people have some form of love for, so this week the WWE decided to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of them cutting a whole bunch of people by doing it again. On the exact same day. This time they cut Bo Dallas, they cut Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics, they cut the illustrious Mickey James, and they cut Samoa Joe. No one cares about Mojo Rawley, but they cut Samoa Joe.
But he's a commentator. What the?
No, he literally set out in the rain.
He just commentated for WrestleMania, and Vince
in that storm.
Yep.
Yeah. And
I've fallen so far off of wrestling at this point. It's sad, but
they future endeavored Samoa Joe. Also, Samoa Joe didn't really win one of the major titles while he was in WWE, which is a travesty.
Yep.
An absolute travesty. So once again, Vince McMahon shows me that the business and the show will not be better until he's gone.
So one of the things that a couple of things I picked up though is their routine habit of they hate tag teams. WWE hates tag teams. So they split tag teams. So he's WWE. So WWE hates tag teams. They split up tag teams. Every single person that was cut was once a tag team partner of someone, and they once tag team split. Because Tucker from Heavy Machinery, he got cut, but Otis stayed. That's
Kalisto also.
Kalisto. They broke up the Luchador House Party, and then Kalisto was released. They released they split the Iconics, and then both Iconics got released, which is a travesty because, like, all right, Peyton Royce was supposed to be pushed to the moon, but then she didn't get. And then Billie Kay did the cardinal sin in WWE by getting over by herself.
So
She's
real quick,
probably like the most entertaining thing on SmackDown.
do you know why Billie Kay? Do you know why Billie Kay was cut? She did an interview about this.
because what's that guy, Kevin Dunn, which is like Vince McMahon's right-hand man.
Dunn said, "I just don't get her." She's hilarious. She's been one of the best things going for weeks.
Are you kidding me?
She was passing out 9x10s of herself at the Royal Rumble to each competitor that came out with a resume on the back. Talk about me and you, let's do like that's amazing.
But the cardinal sin of WWE is when you get over by yourself, by your own merit, without the machine behind you, they're like, who is this guy thinking that they can do this without our help? What? Punish him. Fire.
Exactly.
Let's fire them.
Hey, Matt Cardona. I'm AKA Zack Ryder.
Who pretty much like single-handedly spearheaded the whole WWE wrestler online persona, like like wrestlers were never online as much before Zack Ryder started getting himself over. The Z True Hollywood Story and the YouTubes and the vignettes and his Twitter handle and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden every wrestler does kayfabe on the internet because of that stuff, because of Zack Ryder. And then the whole WWE network was big because of all the shows they got, all the side shows that all the wrestlers do. That was all thanks to Zack Ryder. But what did he get punished for? He got beat up by Kane a lot. John Cena stole his
girlfriend.
he got pushed off a ramp. He got pushed off a ramp in a wheelchair by Kane, and then Tombstone pile driven on concrete. It's like, all right, financially, 2020 was supposedly going to be a worse year for WWE because they weren't doing house shows, they weren't traveling, they stayed in one spot. They ended up saving money on travel expenses and catering and lost house shows, but they made up in the fact that they have probably still selling merchandise. They aren't selling tickets like they normally do, but they're making more money than they normally have. In fact, this and last year their biggest financial gains they've had, plus the deals with Peacock, the deals with USA and Fox. So they've been making more money. So what they do? They decided to cut more money, and they decided to cut a bunch of. Last year they cut a bunch of wrestlers, and they cut backstage talent like producers and writers and stuff like that. This year they just did, the only thing that's known is the talent. Like every once in a while, we always know they get future endeavor. That happens every once in a while. They always release but they usually release 5 or 6. This time they released in the double digits, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I think one time they had a double digit, was a huge one, which JTD was like, I shouldn't have answered the phone.
They cut Bo Dallas after Bo Dallas hasn't wrestled in 2 years.
Yeah.
On TV. He hasn't wrestled in 2 years.
But that's the thing. They hold people. They hold them in place so they can't go somewhere else and become a bigger star, which they know they can. So it's just a matter of somebody, once you get injured and you're off TV, you can't heal up and make a massive comeback, which generally gives somebody a great push because people are like, oh, wow, I forgot about this person. I'm going to keep watching now. They hold you back. And even when you become healthy, they still hold you there unless you're a major name. Or they won't even let you go back down to NXT with the exception of Finn fucking Balor. They just, you're right. It's not going to happen. Nobody here is wishing on the death or demise of any individual, but things are not going to change until Vince no longer has control creatively. It's just that simple.
So quick question.
Tony Khan is sitting over there
no. I hope he doesn't do a TNA and just hire nothing but people WWE cast-offs that come back.
But at the same time, AEW is teaming up with TNA and New Japan to make a conglomerate of different. We get to see matches over there that we don't get to see here.
And I'm okay with that. The thing what made TNA bad is let's say someone gets fired from WWE or future.
We'll hire you.
And then when they get hired, they come over into TNA and then they get a title shot. The moment they came over, I just got signed to TNA. Hey, you're a WWE guy. Yeah, I know. I was mid-Carter 24/7 title champion. Hey, you get a shot at our world heavyweight title. Sure.
Yes. Hey, Main Event Mafia. I remember that story.
God damn.
Hey, aces and eights. Yikes.
I honestly have not been following. So going by what I see in the comments, Chuck Clark, of course, says Samoa Joe is AEW. He hasn't made an announcement as of yet, has he?
No.
They have a 90-day. They have a 90-day non-complete clause.
Okay.
Sucks.
That's what I was asking,
sucks.
because it's usually the case.
You won't hear about them doing
it makes
chances,
good business
in my
sense.
opinion.
It makes good business sense because they could turn around and change the decision to rehire that person or re-sign that person. They could change.
They never do.
They never do though. I mean,
It could.
It's bitch assness from Vince. It is. It's like, dude, real. Like, I mean, there's so much that Joe could have brought to this. Peyton Royce was. I mean, I wasn't a big fan at first, but then with this, just handing out the fucking
Billy Kay.
I'm sorry, Billy Kay. I ain't this.
Peyton Royce.
You're good.
Yeah,
Peyton
it's
Royce is probably going to go to AEW with her husband.
But handing out those sheets, it was funny. It's just that I don't like how they handling business over there. It's like, dude, like you have so much talent, and when AEW just say we're not gonna go, they actually have somebody that's good. They just go ahead and just throw him on. Like Finn Balor should have came back after that injury and like, hey, he was on fire. As soon as he came over, he became the Universal Champ. Bring it back. Why just sit there leaving all this talent here? There should be no reason why Keith Lee is just sitting on the fucking sidelines.
Keith Lee should at least have like a program with the Hurt Business. Yo, Keith Lee versus versus the Hurt Business. So just be like Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee would be a great. That would be a great heavyweight. That would be great. So one of the things. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, it's a problematic situation because they're trying to hoard talent, but at the same time, the talent that you're hoarding is the same age as the stars that you're trying to push or a little bit older. So they don't get a push because they're not WWE guys. And then you get the infamous comment from Vince that still just makes me sick to this day. I don't get it. I don't understand this person. He said, I don't get Keith Lee. What do you not understand about somebody who can cut promos, who is 350 pounds but moves like a cruiserweight,
he said,
and has all the charisma in the world?
He don't get it because he's black. That's why.
No, actually, I want to say
it's because he ain't got no cuts. That's why. Vince likes beefy boys. That's what it is. Vince wants somebody who looks
such good shit.
Vince doesn't like the big man that does the cruiserweight moves. He doesn't like that moveset. That's his issue. Like when he sees a big man that does like a dive or a flip, with the exception of like Undertaker, and he doesn't really push them. Like he doesn't get it. He's like, you should be like a monster. Why aren't you a monster? Like he wants that monster guy. He wants Batista's.
But also those monsters, you got people, and I mean, I know we talked about how Braun Strowman is outside, but I mean, as far as like Braun Strowman, he should be killing everyone. Yet you have him going up against Shane and just throwing him off a fucking cage. I mean, like that.
Counterpoint, Braun Strowman was never ready. Braun Strowman was green as shit. Like even when Braun Strowman was getting his push, he could tell that he was not ready for that. He wasn't a big man material. Like he wasn't big. He wasn't big.
Because remember when Brock punched him in the face and said, "Slow down, big boy."
Hey, they're good now. They're good now. Hey, so quick question. Sure. We were having this discussion. He said in the promo, they're good. We discussed this not that long ago. Do y'all think, like, so obviously, next up in line would be either Shane or Triple H to run the company. But we've seen how
Stephanie.
Well, Stephanie's going to handle business side. She doesn't really handle.
Sorry, you said or Stephanie, and my body had a real reaction to it. Sorry.
We got to be.
So y'all seen the NXT and how NXT is being handled or pushed or promoted. The problem I have is the fact that when WWE takes people and they try to make them into a style, like a house style or like the WWE style, they take someone who's good on the indies and they kind of like water them down so that they could be safe or used on TV.
Hey, Ricochet.
The farming system or whatever you want to call it. The reason why people are so gung-ho about it because it worked for like a handful of people and they think that's the way it should be for everybody. Like it literally only worked for 3 people, which was the Shield. Like after that, anyone outside of the Shield from the FCW or the NXT farming system or production and then push to main event doesn't really work.
I disagree because we had Brock come from that system.
Yeah.
We had Cena come from that system. We had Orton come from that system. And
That
Batista come from that system.
that was OVW. That was 2003. That was OVW, and that wasn't Triple H's doing.
Oh, okay, okay.
And actually, no, people tend to forget about this. After Cena did the infamous ruthless aggression slap to Kurt Angle, there was a time period where he started to go off the heel.
He
was about to disappear, but then he freestyled at that Christmas party.
Yeah.
And Stephanie was just like, "Hey, let's make him a nigger. I mean, black. I mean, let's do the thing. Let's do
the hard R.
We went the entire show without a hard R.
Yo,
at that point.
At least it wasn't me. At least it wasn't me.
I'm just looking at that man over there.
I'm just saying, y'all know how the McMahon family goes.
Hey, so I mean, like I said, I think that's like a benefit and also like hindsight cutting them off at their own knees because they think that that's going to work for everybody, and that's what they've been doing. Like you said, Ricochet. There's so many people that came from NXT that does nothing because they got the WWE house style, and it doesn't work out for them. So do you think like the system is actually working? Do you think that's I personally think they're self-sabotaging their own product. So that's why they're not producing future stars because now everybody looks the same. Everybody wrestles the same. Everybody got these canned promos. Like I feel like
look at these old wrestlers that coming back 20 years ago.
Bro,
nobody really gives a fuck about.
Bro, they broke up the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business should have been a vehicle that pushes Cedric Alexander to the moon. To the moon.
Cedric and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
All right. Shelton Benjamin should have got. I'm not saying to the moon. He should have got at least. He should have picked up U.S. title. He should have at least picked up U.S. title.
The thing that everyone doesn't realize with the Hurt Business is that MVP, Bobby Lashley, and
Shelton
Benjamin, they're all in their 40s. Like early to mid 40s. Hear me out. They're all in their early to mid 40s. So Bobby Lashley being the size and the look that he is, he naturally was going to be the guy that's going to be the heavyweight champion of the group. And then Cedric and Shelton were going to be the tag team or whatever. But the issue is that if they were trying to cultivate newer talent, then yes, they should have pushed Cedric to the moon, or at least pushed him to the point where once he's out of the Hurt Business, you could see him doing some other stuff. Like Shelton should have been. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like Cedric should have been like the one to turn on the group and got a face push out of it.
Yeah,
something like that. He might have got his ass with by Bobby, but that could have been an easy way to do that. But I think that's what everybody keeps forgetting about the Hurt Business. That most of the Hurt Business is old as shit until they get to like. Anybody remember Aleister Black?
Yeah, that's what
I was about to say. Horace, he's still on punishment because his wife made an OnlyFans and was still on Twitch. He's still on punishment. So sit your black ass in the corner, Aleister.
But I think the way this should break down your height, it should be not a revolving door, but it should be a moving belt of progression as far as wrestlers are concerned. Your top tier guys are the guys who should have put in their time. They've worked the roads. They've done their time. These guys have been in the business for 10 to 15 years. They should be at the top of it. They should be at the minus people's their popularity. These guys should be, if you're not popular, but you've been around for a while, let them be a heel. Let them be a bad guy. That program worked during the 90s, where the guys who weren't that popular, we hated the bad guys. They weren't that popular, but you got to go up to the show seriously just by being a heel. Let them be heels and be the old people. The Hurt Business should have taken over everything, been the old guys. Cedric Alexander could break away as the baby face. And then you have a program between him and Shelton Benjamin, and eventually him and MVP and him and so on and so forth. And you can build them up that way. But other younger guys should be the baby faces. You're always, what is the saying? You die young as a hero, or you live long enough to become the villain. Let that shit play through with wrestling. Tell the fucking story. What?
Nothing.
I'm just saying. Most of our wrestling heroes, they were heroes as we were young, and they transitioned. They flip flop back and forth, but ultimately they all become heels in the end, with the exception of John Cena.
I do got one thing to say. Can we wrap this shit up? Because I got to pee.
Yeah, he becomes.
I just realized what time it was. But that's what happens when we talk about wrestling on the show. Before we wrap it, I gotta say this. I am the only person who has liked the video on YouTube. I'm begging you guys. We have 12 people watching right now. We've had as high as 16. Please go to the YouTube video. Just like it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Go to YouTube, Blerds and Whiskey on YouTube. Please like the video. We're trying to get our names out there. We're trying to get our voices out there. We're trying to get our show out there. Don't like it on Facebook. You can like it on Facebook, but go to YouTube. That helps us. It helps us grow. So please, I'm begging you. It's free. It costs you nothing. You don't have to download anything. You literally go to YouTube. You go to Blerds and Whiskey. You see our beautiful faces. You hear our melodious voices, and you hit like, and it helps your boys grow so we can do more. We want to reach more people. We want to get out there. We want to blow this thing up. So help us if you love us. If you're family or your friends, it doesn't matter. Help us grow so we can do more. Drop a like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and just help us get out there. That's all I can ask.
As always, also Herb's blurbs as well this week.
Yeah,
Herb
cheap plug.
this Thursday.
Cheap plug.
Yeah. TikTok, all three of us. Yeah. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucking drink.
On FaceTube and YouBook.
And girls in that technicolor rainbow in between. It's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.